New year, same me.
What's going on up in the kitchen? Go to your Facebook and like our edition. Do it now. We are proud. We are the ones that run the cloud.
Hit the open receiver.
Don't forget to like it on your Facebook. Gotta like it. Oh, counting down. Almost at 10. Like it. Love it. Leave it.
Live from the Raw Live Production Studio, it's True NFL with Frankie J and T.O. And here's your host, Frankie J.
I am Frankie J, and to my right, it could be the 4-time Hall of Shamer after New Year's. 5 times Hall of Shamer, T.O. T.O., it's New Year's Eve. We're here. We made it through 17 weeks. We got week 18 coming up in the NFL. It's been a great season. Thanks for a great season. Thanks for, sticking through it, committing to it. It's awesome. And thanks to all of you 0 listeners right now who have tuned in to us each and every week. We appreciate it. But anyways, Teal, what's going on in the 716 and what's new and before we get into on this day?
716. I think the Sabres are playing tonight, trying to win 10 in a row for the first time since fucking ever.
And representing.
There you go, represent.
Hey, you know what? It's been really a long time, and I know it's not football, but this is true NFL. It's been a long time since the Sabres have had anything to be happy about. So if they can win 10 in a row, that's a big deal. So tonight's the ultimate test. They're playing at Dallas. Dallas has only lost like 5 games this year. They're like 24-5 or something. They're a good team. So for us to be able to travel down the different time zone and go in there and maybe win a game, hey, go Sabres, I guess. Bills are on week 18 here, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit. But why don't we go ahead and get things started, TO style?
Look at that. 1961 on this day in NFL history. This guy won his first of 5 NFL titles, beating the Giants 37-0. 1961. You know who it was? Vince Lombardi.
I knew that.
You should. The trophy's named after him. 1967. How about this? How about the Ice Bowl? You know who played in there?
So it was like it was like hard ice.
Minus 13 degrees.
And no heated field.
You know where it was. The frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. Green Bay beat Dallas 21-17 in that game.
On a QB sneak by Bart.
Yeah, how about 1973? Yvonne Goulangang Cowley beats Chris Everett.
Whoa.
Remember
Jim
that
Everett?
Tennis player? No, remember that though. That's why I brought that up. If anybody hasn't seen that Rome interview with
this is the last time you're going to call me. I bet you won't call me Chris Everett again. I bet you won't.
That's the only reason why I brought that one out.
That's awesome.
All right, 1988. Here was another bowl. This one was the Fog Bowl. The Bears.
Chicago.
Bears beat the Eagles in the 20-12. Could only see about 15 yards in that game.
Yeah.
That seems like enough visibility.
I remember the announcer saying something along, there's a game being played, but we can't see anything from here, but they can sure see it on the field. It was some stupid.
How about
it
this
just came
guy?
Out of nowhere.
This guy was my favorite hockey player. You know who this was? 1988. This guy scores.
Oh,
nope.
No.
This guy beats Detroit Devils 8-6. He has 5 goals, 3 assists. He accounts for all 8 goals. 5 of the goals all scored in a different way. Even strength, power play, shorthanded, penalty shot, and an empty net goal. And he had 3 assists. Great, one of the greatest players, if not the greatest. The debate is up.
Gill in the area.
Talking about Mario Lemieux.
Oh, yeah, he was good.
Oh,
good player.
This guy was phenomenal. He was probably my favorite one. 1997, this guy retires. Marv Levy.
Yeah, he's 100 years old.
Yeah.
100.
No, that was 1997. A lot of freaking news happened for Buffalo in 1997. This goalie, Got his 27th shutout and his 6th shutout just in the month of December 1997. Of course, all us great Sabres fans remember Dominic Hasek.
Yep, the Dominator.
The Dominator. That's all I got on this day.
Dama. Well, once again, I want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks for being here with us. We got, I don't know, some fun stuff, I guess, to chit-chat about. We had some interesting things going on and a lot of stories that popped up. You know where I want to start, though?
No.
The only reason I'm doing this, I'm going to go solo here so that T.O. can have a break from the camera.
Oh, there you go.
Stefan Diggs. I've been saying this since the start of the year. I think it was a year ago. Don't quote me, everybody out there is listening. If anybody out there listening wants to join in with the conversation, drop a comment wherever you may be listening, Instagram, X, YouTube, or Facebook.
You're just bad because he got you pregnant.
Yeah. Here's the thing. This guy, there was accusations and allegations, I think over a year ago, where he was out with his buddies and tried to trap a guy in an elevator and have sexual intercourse with him. And the guy resisted. And it got kind of squirrely where Stefan had to call his brother, Trayvon, to come in and muscle the guy, basically. We're going to give you money. You're not going to talk. If you do, blah, blah, blah. Now in the news, right after the December 5th win, I think, the Patriots just had, he was accused by his former private chef of strangulation. Sources say it was over a salary. It was a salary dispute. And he allegedly put his forearm into her throat, therefore causing strangulation and having felony charges placed on him. Then, a couple days later, Trayvon Diggs, and you and I are going to argue about this, was waived by the Dallas Cowboys. Coincidence?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it had to do with he wasn't playing. He's been practicing, Trayvon Diggs. Stefan Diggs is a scum.
They're both scums, man.
Probably. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Hey.
Did they ever identify the pink powder?
Listen. You know how I feel about this. I'm just saying allegedly to cover our ass because we're on live TV. Or we're on live.
Well, we can say whatever we want because we're not tied to either of it. We got no skin in the game.
Well, he hasn't been convicted yet, so there's still time to settle out of court is what I'm saying.
They could settle out of court, but if it's a felony charge, that's a little different than settling out of court from a rub and tug at a massage parlor. I mean, I don't think there was formal charges or felony charges put on Justin Tucker.
So the brother, Trayvon, was called. He said, hey, he offered the dude some money to not talk, so the guy talked. Did he take the money too?
Well, they might be settling out of court, those guys. But the point is they have a history of being...
No shit.
They dig themselves into trouble, and then they can't dig themselves out.
Yeah.
Do the Patriots hold on to them?
Of course.
Because they're saying right now they're doing an internal team investigation.
Yeah, who cares?
And we'll make further. Who cares?
That's like when the police investigate themselves. Nothing's going to happen.
So you think that Diggs will be on the team throughout the playoffs and next year? Next year.
Well, next year, no, I don't know. I mean, if it comes out in court, it all depends. They're not going to make a move until the court system has played out. It would be foolish for them to jump the gun there. So the NFL usually waits, and then if they're suspended, they get suspended. He's playing a lot right now. He's playing for a lot of incentives, a lot of incentive money. He's going to need that money. So yeah, he's going to be playing. They're not going to lose him for the playoffs, unfortunately.
Well, I don't think he's that much of a factor to where if he did. I mean, he didn't have much of a game against the Bills.
Guy's never lost the AFC East.
Good point. But he was also in the NFC West, I think, for a long time.
Last to first.
Yeah, and he wears barely any shoulder pads, which is kind of weird. So, anyways, yeah. So I'm interested to see what kind of comes out of that because I've always had this like gut feeling that that's why he was having a temper tantrum here when he left Buffalo because he was having some problems. Him and Josh were kind of, I want to say, separated almost to the point where they didn't even talk, they didn't communicate. And I almost wondered, did Stefan Diggs try getting squirrely and funny with Josh to where Josh was like, no.
I have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
No.
So, but you don't know. All of a sudden he's gone. He's in Houston. He gets hurt for a year. And then he ends up getting dumped out of there. Would he try some funny stuff in Houston to where they had to dump him out and send him to New England where everyone goes to rehab? It seems like all the bad players always ended up in New England because they do it the Patriot way.
Well, we were talking about his brother, Diggs, for the Cowboys there. He just got picked up. He got picked up by the Green Bay Packers.
I was going to say that the Packers did pick him up, and I'm thinking, do you realize what you just did? You used your pooper scooper.
No, they're hurt.
He's going to get hurt. Yeah, Micah Parsons got hurt. He played a beast of a year until he got hurt. And it's the same injury that Trayvon Diggs is recovering from twice now.
So you don't have to worry about the Bills getting him.
I don't want. I would have been so mad if the Bills would have brought him here. I probably wouldn't have even watched the games. I would, but I would be upset.
Who do you want to play in the playoffs?
It's hard to say because it hasn't fully been disclosed yet who we're going to play.
You want the two highest percentages, Jacksonville and then New England.
Either
Which one you want?
I would rather play New England.
All right.
Because if we're playing on the road, we already beat New England in their stadium at home.
Someone said we struggle against Jacksonville.
We always seem to struggle against those teams that all of a sudden are good but aren't good. I don't see Jacksonville making it out of the first round of the playoffs. I just don't see that happening. You could be a complete look at the Colts. Why aren't we talking about them anymore? Danny Jones, Danny Dimes. They were projected to go all the way to the AFC Championship. They were 8-4. They were crushing people, and then what happens? He gets hurt. Done. They're done. They're not even in the playoffs now. Now they got Phillip Rivers, who's finishing out the year for him. This will be officially his last game, according to him. That he has zero intentions, folks, zero intentions on coming back to play in the NFL at all. So I think those few games, but you got to commend the guy.
Gives us hope. Old. Gives us hope. We should get out there.
What do you mean? Go shopping for an old quarterback?
Go shopping for a new set of skates and get back out there.
I don't think that would be a good idea for me. My first day out, I'd probably bite it. I'd be done.
He makes me want to go play again.
You going to play again?
No.
Get a hold of our buddy?
I can't risk getting injured.
Why not? You got health insurance.
Doesn't pay the bills these days.
What, health insurance?
Yeah, not working.
You just work hurt. It's not a big deal.
I do that every day of my life.
So what's the problem?
Work hurt every day.
So?
My feelings are hurt. Everything's hurt.
Poor guy. Your feelings are hurt.
Yeah, my feelings got really hurt last week when Allen couldn't make the 2-yard pass to the wide open guy in the end zone, and my whole and my whole Super Bowl career is hanging in the balance of this guy smiling in the background here.
He did admit that he made a bad play.
No shit. Anyone saw it. What's he gonna say?
It was pouring rain. We don't know how the conditions were. Those cameras.
I'm gonna be negative Nancy here. I'm very worried. I'm very worried. This is the easiest path the Bills have ever had in their life to get to the Super Bowl, and I'm super worried. This is a year we thought they were going to finish first. They're going to do all these things. Look at these teams that are in. Look at the parity of the league. This gives all you people, especially you as a Bills fan, hope that next year could be our year. Look at this. Look at these teams in here. These quarterbacks are doo-doo trash. Josh Allen's one of the best ones in the AFC. If he doesn't come out of here, I don't know what's going on. What do we do? He can't fire the coach. He's one of the most winningest coaches in the whole league. He's got the highest winning percentage almost, if not number one.
I already
Who are you
said
firing
this.
then?
Okay, and I thought of this earlier prior to coming on. I said to myself all year long and the end of last year, I am not zero fan of our offensive coordinator, Joe Brady. I know there's been some really good games where we put up 40, almost 50 points, crush people. Lately, though, he's not impressing me at all. I feel like he's bringing Josh down. He's not letting Josh play to his highest potential. He's trying to keep him safe from injury, but what he's really doing is putting him at risk. Josh is, if I'm in trouble, I'm running out of the pocket and I'm extending the play and making a play. He wants him to stay in the pocket, and that's where he's getting annihilated with these sacks. Bad play calling. It's been like that since he took over. Called the same play 500 times in a row. It works sometimes, and most times it doesn't. If the Bills, by chance, and I'm a huge Bills fan, if they lose, not even if they make it through a wild card and we win the wild card and we get to the divisional, if we lose this year, you got to get rid of him. You got to get somebody that's going to play up to Josh Allen's skill level and make his offense about Josh. And then Josh spreading the wealth. Because right now it's about what play he's calling. I'm calling this play. This is what Josh is going to do because this is what I see from up in the booth. You can't coach like that.
If
You
we
can't
waste him,
bring-
if we waste this guy,
We're
for
wasting
two,
him right now.
Well, if we waste him for 2 more years, I'm Jack Eichel and I'm out of here and getting him on a winning team.
Well,
don't let
I
this
wouldn't
guy
blame
be a
him.
loser here all this time in this city.
It's
Get
not
into-
him being a loser.
get
It's
into-
you gotta make the right decisions. And when you put a guy up there who's in his 20s, he's acting like it's Madden football. Oh, that play will work the second time in a row. It's a business. The guy's not getting it done. Josh Allen has games where you've never seen him play as bad as he has this year. And it's always down to stupid play calls. If you're 3rd and 1 on the goal line or 3rd and goal on the goal line, why Josh just has to run up the middle. Have Gilliam get behind him and push him. It works every time.
You know what's big in the playoffs?
This should never come down to a pass play when you're on the goal line. That's stupid. It's really bad coaching. It's ignorance, and it's got to stop. And Sean McDermott, great coach, but you got to make that call. You got to stop being these guys' friends. If they're not getting the job done, they got to go.
It worries
Who's gonna
me
go
that
first?
it worries me that in the playoffs, our defense is actually not terrible, but defensive wins championships, and what else wins in close games? A good frickin' kicker.
Oh boy,
And what happens if we just have to kick anything? Have to kick an extra
is
point?
Young Wei Koo available?
I don't know. Yeah, he is, but he was cut too by like 3 teams this year. I don't know what's going on. But it's hard to go into playoffs without a kicker. It really is.
Hot cocoa is good, especially when
Especially
it's cold.
when, and that you're in the ice bowl over there. It's like minus 13.
Yeah, it's pretty damn cold where I'm
Dogs
at right
don't even want to go out.
Dogs do not want to go outside unless they're outdoor dogs like shepherds or
Yeah.
Huskies
Alaskan
and stuff.
Malamute.
There's a lot of them up here. To those of you that don't know, I live in the Adirondack Mountains, but like up in the mountains, town of 1,300 people. And I have a Boston Terrier, and she's like, hell no, I'm not going out there. It's just so cold. It's like minus 15 with the wind chill right now. It's
Got
supposed
the
to get colder.
Local Sasquatch family out there, too.
There's Sasquatch hunters out here, oddly
No sh-
enough, Tio. If
I
you ever
bet.
want to go Sasquatch hunting, there's clubs out here, and I think they identify as Sasquatch hunters by putting up a black wooden silhouette of
Yeah.
Sasquatch in their yard, indicating that they're part of the club. I personally don't think he exists, but who am I? Who am I? I don't believe in Sasquatch. If he was real, I know this is a football show. I don't care. Let me tell you something. If he was real, okay,
The Bills would win a Super Bowl.
fine. If he was real, why have they not found any remains of said Sasquatch?
Do you go in the woods and never see a dead deer?
I've seen
Never.
dead animals.
Yeah, on the side of the road.
They get eaten, but the bones don't.
You never go out there and find a bone. Go out in
I
the
don't-
woods in the Adirondacks right now and try to find any kind of a dead carcass of an animal. Pretty small chance.
So what are you saying? That there's animals out there that eat the bones?
The body decomposes pretty dang quick.
Bones stay pretty damn good for a long
Go
time.
find one.
I'm not looking. I don't care. You're part of the weird crowd, man.
I guarantee you
Does
there's
anybody
a,
out there
bill-
believe in Sasquatch? I think
there's
he's
a
totally
billionaire out there somewhere
fine. That has a hunting club and he makes a
that
whole
has a
bunch of money.
Sasquatch in his house.
You think there's a pet Sasquatch?
Not pet, dead.
Dead?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you mean? Stuffed up?
All right, let's
taxidermy
get off
style?
the topic of Squatch. Squatch is real.
He's so not real, man. He's not real. Like Aaron Rodgers coming back next year for another season is not real. Aaron Rodgers,
This season's not done. You picked him to win this
I
week.
picked him to win this week, but it doesn't mean I want him back next year.
What if the Bills got to play round? Oh, I don't think they do. It's pretty highly unlikely.
Well, it could be a divisional, or it could be a conference. He could make the AFC East or the AFC Championship game. Who knows? According to you, he's Aaron freaking Rodgers. He should be able to do it still.
You could. Not
You
without
could.
that receiver, though, as we saw.
Well, Metcalf's an idiot. Let's talk about that a little bit because there's a lot of stories that are. kinda
Whatever happened with
circulating.
that? So Metcalf just made up that whole racial slur?
Well,
Guy
there's
never said it?
also no. There's more sort news coming out recently that this guy that he had the interaction with the fan was in fact in a few different games where Metcalf was playing,
Okay.
and
so
he
what?
did have some sort of dialogue with Metcalf that wasn't on the positive side of things. However, it has not been confirmed nor denied that there was some racial slurs or things that were very, very nasty to say about one's mother that were said. So there's a lot of circulating stories still going around about that. I'm not sure if you're ever going to get to the end of it. Point is, he's penalized. The Steelers are not on the hook to pay him any money for the rest of the year. They can keep his entire salary because of the NFL rules and regulations of conduct unbecoming. So we'll see what happens with that. But if Metcalf goes, does Aaron Rodgers go? Because that's kind of like a real big point of the offense there. He's a big-time player when he's on the field. And
I think they stay.
You think they're both going to be there?
Yeah, I think the loser of that game, like I said on the other show, I think that the loser, the coach, is the loser of that game, Pittsburgh versus Baltimore, that the losing coach is going to coach for the Giants next year. That's what I think. I think Baltimore needs to get rid of one of them.
So you think Mike Tomlin or
yes?
Who?
I think Mike Tomlin would go. Mike Tomlin would go to the Giants or Harbaugh. Harbaugh or Lamar need to go if they lose this game, one or the other, and it's probably not going to be Lamar.
Interesting.
It might not be Harbaugh either, but I would think that something else has got to change here. If
Maybe
he can't control the baby guy, I mean, you can call him a baby. If your coach can't, if your coach can't control him, then what's he coaching for? If you can't get my best player on board,
yeah,
one
but
of you
he's
got to
also
go.
injured all the time. So where do you go with that? I mean, how old is Lamar? He's in his late 20s, right? Going on 30, probably. Well, maybe 31. I don't know how old he is. The point is I don't think Lamar's going to win them a Super Bowl. I don't care if he's MVP, bet MVP, or plays MVP caliber style football in week 14 or 15, and then he shits the bed. But when he gets upset, he's not a team guy. He's not somebody that'll go over to his offensive line or to his receivers and talk to them and try to figure it out. He just throws his helmet, turns into a pussy, and acts like a baby, and covers his head with a fucking towel. He's not that guy. He's not going to win you a Super Bowl. I'm sorry. If anybody out there disagrees with me, then by all means tell me, but I don't think I'm wrong here.
Who's the favorite this year to win the Super Bowl?
Not Lamar Jackson.
In your mind?
In my mind, I don't know. I haven't heard too much, but I mean, the Bills were a heavy favorite going into the year after an 0-3 start, turning it around and making a season out of it. I would say now it's really hard to tell, Tio. That's a really hard question to answer because I want to say that Josh Allen, they're favoring him to win the Super Bowl because of the least resistance as far as who he would have to play to get there. You don't have a Mahomes, you don't have a Lamar, and you don't have a Burrow that you have to contend with in the playoffs. So does that mean Josh Allen, this is his year, it's his destiny? Is this where we break the jinx and we finally win that Super Bowl? I would say, and this is my biased opinion, if I'm not a Bills fan at all, I would say that Josh Allen would be favored in the AFC to get to the Super Bowl and most importantly win it. So,
well, Vegas, I think, is putting the money on Denver, I believe.
See, why not New England? Put it on New England. They got a better quarterback, right?
New England, unexpectedly high in the rankings. That's what it says. Bills a threat, but the consensus ranking are the Seahawks, Rams, and 49ers with the Broncos there, and New England Patriots.
I would put the Patriots. I don't care where the Broncos sit in the standings and the seeding. I just think they're a more.
Who are you giving MVP to this year? Or does it matter after this game?
I don't think Josh is going to get the MVP, which is unfortunate because he had some games this year where he was still in the race, but he still could win it. Who knows? I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to votes, and it could be if he gets us to the AFC, if he gets us to where we got to go.
Here's a few names in the mix.
Okay.
Stafford has the highest. Drake May.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, Jared Goff, Jonathan Taylor. Where the hell is Christian McCaffrey?
I don't know.
Why?
Maybe,
just because so it's wins then and quarterbacks. That's what we're doing.
It could be that, or it could be that McCaffrey was injured for a few games this year and wasn't even playing.
He has 1,000 yards receiving and 1,000 yards.
I understand
rushing.
that, but when's the last time a running back won MVP? LaDainian Tomlinson,
Adrian Peterson,
or Adrian? Okay,
he had 2,000 yards.
Okay,
McCaffrey's got 2,000 yards,
but combined.
Yeah, Peterson never caught the ball.
So what? He got 2,000 yards on the ground, which is more impressive.
I don't know,
Because
he's
if
got
you're
80 some
McCaffrey-
catches.
Okay. I mean, there's different ways to look at that. McCaffrey gets open and he's 15 yards downfield and he catches the ball. That counts towards the yardage for MVP. I think if you're a running back, it should be running yards that qualify you. I don't think Walter Payton was a big catch the ball out of the backfield guy. He just got the yards on the field like a running back should.
The best running back in the game, Bijan Robinson. He does both.
Well, he should be MVP.
Well, no,
Well, why not? If
he's the
best in
most
game.
talented running back in the league. Doesn't mean it
You always
came to
got some-
fruition.
You and your semantics. You're
I mean, you
bullshit.
put him on the Bills, he might be racking up 200 yards all day long.
Well, I think the right guy's in Buffalo, James Cook, and I think they need to start utilizing him a little bit better. And
Yeah, run him up
catch
the middle.
ball. Yeah, let's run him up the middle. Joe Brady. That's what I'm talking about. He doesn't utilize him correctly. James Cook is amazing when he's got a little bit of space. He can break ankles, get to that second level, and he can make things happen. But they're not giving him that opportunity.
I like when they
Screens.
put both those running backs out there, Cook and Ty Johnson. Your receivers suck, okay? They're just out there to keep somebody else covering them. That's basically it. And they ain't even worried about him. We have Coleman doesn't play. Use those two good running backs. They both can catch the ball. Kincaid, keep him healthy because he can definitely stretch the field, and he's one of Allen's best
Keon
weapons.
Coleman. I told you and I told our old buddy back home that he was a piece of shit when they brought him in. He wasn't going to do nothing. He was going to suck. Comes out his first game with 2 different colored shoes, 2 different colored gloves, acting like a clown. Gets benched for, 3 or 4 games this year for missing meetings, being late, not doing what he's supposed to do. Clown, bust. Get him out of here. Somebody will pick him up. He might do good somewhere else, hopefully. Sammy Watkins went and won a Super Bowl, didn't he, with KC?
Yeah.
He was a bust. So get rid of him. Get him out of here. Use him as trade bait. Get him out of here.
Cook's
Why are you changing?
made some big catches.
Cook?
Yeah, Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks. I liked him. I liked that pickup. I think he gets separation.
They re-signed Hardman again, didn't they?
They waived him.
That's weird.
Well, they put him in waivers, but no one. So then they
Oh.
re-signed him to the practice squad because they had to bring the roster down to 53 for another move they made. It's so stupid how
They
do
playing players this week? You starting Josh Allen if you're a...
If I'm no, I wouldn't start him this week.
You said they are.
They are. Maybe they'll put him out there for a couple of drives. Who knows? At this point, I would, and I'm not in favor of sitting the players a lot. I think they should keep playing so they don't lose rhythm. But right now, you got a banged up offensive line, and you got a Josh Allen who's having some problems with his foot. Who knows the significance of it? Negative X-rays are one thing, but if you have ever had a foot injury, sometimes it feels like your damn foot's broken and the X-ray machine's broken. So for me, I would sit Josh this week, let Mitch get a little work, let him play the last game of the year with the red helmets on. But maybe they want him on the field because of the red helmet week 18, and everyone's been anticipating this red helmet comeback, and you want to see Josh out there with that red helmet on. So maybe they play him for a couple series or the first half and then put Mitch in. I'm not against that. We're playing the Jets.
I guess play him for a quarter. I would just get Cook his 65, 70 yards and get him.
Get him
out of
his
the game.
get him his 65, 70 yards. Pull out your starters. Let us crush the Jets with our second and third string players, and then get ready for the playoffs and get healthy.
Yeah,
Because
just
the
like-
playoffs start next week, don't they?
Yeah, just like the Chargers are going to do. Rest your guys. Get healthy.
Yeah.
New season. Who cares who you're playing?
Yeah, it was the Jets, so you should be able to beat them with your worst.
I mean, with seeding wise, who cares who you're going to play next week?
At this
Just go
point.
in there healthy.
Yeah, go in there healthy.
You're the best
agree.
quarterback in the AFC. You have a defensive-minded coach. Hopefully, can piece this defense together here. Sometimes they play all right, and sometimes they don't. I mean, we just held Philly to barely nothing.
We held them to 13 points.
I know.
I don't care about yards.
It's
We
a
held them to
stupid
13
kicker
points.
that's going to freaking screw us, dude.
You're so mad
We're going to lose by, like, a kick.
by a point or
Oh, like
three.
we haven't heard that before. Jesus.
Yeah, this time it'll be wide middle.
And Norwood was pretty accurate back then, too. He wasn't terrible.
We only had to kick extra points, really.
Yeah, but he didn't miss much.
When did we have to depend on him to make a kick over 47 yards? Never.
I don't
The
know.
Bills
You-
K-gun, they always scored touchdowns.
You only remember your last game anyways.
What?
You only remember the last game. No one remembers 14 games ago. Did we have to
How's
make
that?
a kick? Who the hell knows? We won by
How's-
3 points. I don't know who won. Who kicked it? All I'm saying is nobody remembers. You only remember your last game played.
That's
why it's always on to the next one.
Well, that's what Bill Belichick likes to say, right?
That's it.
Maybe he'll get a 32-year-old this year. That's his New Year's resolution. On to the next. We're on to the next one. Going from 22 to 32.
He could probably date her mother.
Good for him.
And we'd
Mother,
still be
daughter.
saying she's too young. I don't know.
What to say about that one? That's a little weird. Got weird there. Sorry, people.
Who's Garrett going to get the record? Myles Garrett?
Myles Garrett. I love that guy. He's such a beast.
Would you fall down for him like Brett Favre?
There's mixed opinions about that. Brett Favre was at the end of his career. Well, not really. He was in Green Bay still. He was going to get hit. I mean, Strahan had him. He was going to get him. There was no way Brett Favre was going to get out of that hit. So he just went down and said, fuck it.
Could have threw the ball between his teeth. He laid down for him and gave him the sack.
So what? Mark Gastineau wants his sack back. You remember he couldn't even talk?
Yeah,
I want that sack back.
Poor guy.
Poor guy. He's got
Mental issues. Yeah.
Yeah, jeez. He's got like CTE times 1,000. The guy's a mess. Had a card and autograph show. He's like, I want my sack back. I'm gonna get that back. And Brett's like, yeah, okay, buddy. Take it easy. Good for you, man. He's been holding on to that grudge for a long time. Mark
Yeah, it
Gastineau.
came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it? I don't know if anybody ever saw that video, but Mark Gastineau, former New York Jet, he was just a complete psychotic, steroided up animal. Had the sack record.
That was very weird.
Strahan broke it, and he saw Brett Favre at some like I said convention, and I want my sack back.
Brett said, what?
Could barely talk, and Brett was like, "Okay, man, gotta go, Brett."
Security, it got awkward real quick.
It was really weird.
It's almost like being in an elevator with Diggs.
Yeah, you don't want to get
Gets
stuck
awkward
there.
real quick.
Yeah, real quick. Would you get in an
Trayvon's on the
elevator
other
with
side holding the door.
Yeah, he's hitting the off switch like Jethro Gibbs on NCIS. They hit the off switch.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I mean, we can say allegedly all day long, but who would? I mean, you can make up certain stories, but then there's certain stories that you hear that are like, well, how could somebody generate a story like that? AI is pretty damn good, but who would generate a story that?
If I was to be like when Diggs was here, oh, don't worry, next year he's going to be on New England dating Cardi B, and you'd be like, what are you talking about? He's sniffing the pink powder. He's having 4 kids by 4 different people. He's strangling women, allegedly. I don't know.
Allegedly, but where's the allegations? Where do they stop?
They just keep popping out, apparently.
Because it's a Me Too generation. Me too. Me too. I was talking to Dames about this, and this has nothing to do with football, but we were talking about movies. And I was watching a movie. It was based on a true story. And it was about a small town, high school students. Her own daughter had a boyfriend, and mom was texting both of them from an unknown number. She happened to be an IT tech. And sending really bad messages like "kill yourself, bitch" and all this other crazy
To her
stuff.
own kid?
Yeah, she was sending it to her
What
own
is
kid.
this, Lifetime movie?
Trying to break up her. No, it was, I don't know what it's called. I'll tell you later. But at the end of it, she did prison time for it because it became like felony stalking. She was threatening them both, and it was the mom, and they put her in prison. And of course, and I'm going to say this lightly because it is a serious, sensitive thing. So I hope that goes over well. But this woman did what she did because she was just evil, I think, to do that to your own child and have everybody having to investigate it and you being so concerned about if you found the person yet and dabba-dabba-doo, and it turns out to be you. Said the words, well, when I was young, I was sexually assaulted. It's like, of course you were. It's sort of like Stephon Diggs.
Break the cycle.
Stephon Diggs, if he's under the spotlight since a year ago for allegations of trying to sexually assault a man on an elevator, why are you putting your forearm up into the throat of your private chef over a salary dispute? What, you want an extra $100 for Christmas? You can give it to her. You're gonna strangle her. I don't think it's false. I have to go with he's got an attitude problem. He seems like he could be one of those aggressive assholes. And he is Stephon Diggs, and people are gonna just do what he wants done. And if they don't, they're gonna get choked or assaulted.
Yeah, different rules for different fools, as we always say.
Look at Aaron Hernandez. He had 2 lives, right? We know that now. Look at
all these people who make money, different rules for different fools. They don't play by our rules.
They have their own rules, and most times they get out of situations by tossing money at people. Like if Stephon Diggs was to punch me in the head out somewhere at a bar or something, I'd clean up. It'd be all over every news platform, and I would take him to the bank.
Yeah, I'd still be laying there.
Yeah, I'd be like, I would clean his bank account out, and his brother's bank account, and his family's bank account.
I'd try to get him in a figure 4 leg lock, probably.
Yeah.
Tap his ass out.
Would you do the John Cena?
Yeah, when I left the bar,
Baroons.
Yeah. After I tapped his ass out, I'd 5-time Hall of Shamer, baby.
I want to do it.
I don't know. Doesn't like balloons.
I want some balloons.
It's not festive. Happy New Year, everyone who's watching.
Yeah, by the way, Happy New Year.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for joining us on a football show. We're not talking about football.
Well, hey.
Hey.
True life, true NFL, it all goes hand in hand.
It does, kind of.
Is it all real? Is it real? Is it real at all, any of this nonsense anyways?
What,
I mean,
football?
I talk to you every week, and you try to convince me that football's fake.
I do not say it's fake.
Massaged, I think, is the word you used.
I did not say massaged.
I think the game is massaged. I'll go right out there and tell you right now.
What do you mean by that? Massaged?
It's influenced by Las Vegas and bets and betting. And scores
okay,
change.
there's been some questionable plays. Okay.
I'm glad you've been opening your eyes. Thank you. It's
my
dumb
eyes
not
are
to. I mean,
open.
clearly, you'd have to be a fool at this point to not see it, correct? I mean, you would literally. You'd have to be a fool to not say, wow, that was a little strange. Yeah, that's weird how Vegas gets that right all the time. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, okay. But to go, I don't want to say it's full-blown sketched out. They know 3 years down the road what's going on, but I'm not off that ship.
It hasn't sailed yet?
No, I mean, who knows? Why wouldn't you?
Who knows?
Why wouldn't you have writers like the WWE? Who the hell was on the talk show or the Christmas Day? Who the hell was there? Seth Rollins. Where's he work for? WWE. What's he doing there?
He's actually on Good Morning Football sometimes.
Yeah, great. For
On
what?
NFL
Why?
Network.
Why?
Because he's very good
He's
at
a
doing
good what?
analysis. He's a huge Bears fan.
You know who's good at NFL analysis? And a former NFL player, not a WWE bum.
he's
Why are we doing that? The parody is funny there. Sports entertainment. Is he writing a script too? Who knows? Might as well. He's a good writer, right? You just said? Good
I
talker.
didn't say he was a good writer.
Good sports analysis of football, a sport he doesn't play.
He's well spoken and he knows the game of football.
I think he sounds like a jerk. You put him and that Collinsworth together, they make a duo, dynamic duo.
Chris Collinsworth is probably having, he doesn't even know what to do with it.
I'd literally turn the radio off, turn the TV down and put the radio on back like it was 1987.
You don't like him at all?
No. Remember those days when we used to watch the Bills games and you turn the TV off and put the radio on just to hear Van Miller?
Yeah, Van Miller was the best.
I'd do that because Collinsworth pisses me the hell off. He's so bad. He's so bad at his life, commentating. His voice sucks.
His son does the opening with hair.
I can't stand him.
Why? What's so?
It's just his voice. He's got one of those voices that just crawls under your skin, It's like, shut up already. You know nothing.
I'll leave that one alone.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyone else? If anyone likes Collinsworth or hates Collinsworth, let me know. I can't be the only one. This guy, I don't know.
Are you done?
Sure.
We officially...
on that gong, we should have brought in Young Hoku.
Yeah, we should have.
Jeez.
Maybe make an extra point.
Yeah, Asian persuasion that ball through the frickin' uprights. We might need it.
We could. That's hilarious. So here's another one. I heard this today that McGenius, Dolphins head coach, might be gone. Tua might be gone. And there's a rumor mill flying around that the Browns might ditch Stefanski, their head coach, and bring in McGenius to Cleveland. What do you think
That'd be
about that?
kind of neat.
Cleveland
like
fans are actually kind of happy about it. To hear
That's
the
not a
rumor.
bad move, but I wouldn't be disappointed if Stefanski stayed too. If I was them,
Yeah, but could
they
you
had a
see-
good. For having such a bad year, they had a good year.
Could you see Capri Pants flying in Cleveland though?
If we lose, I'd like to see Capri Pants flying here as our offensive coordinator.
Oh God. No. I don't see
You
it.
got to
I
get
don't see it.
somebody.
I just think
We
too
had
all the
Dable.
beer-
People bitched. We have this guy. People bitch.
People
We're-
are gonna bitch no matter what.
That's
you
what
got
I'm
your
saying.
backseat. You got your Monday morning coaches. Okay, I understand that. But then you got people like you and I, and a lot of other people that take the game seriously and can watch what's happening on the field and know that it's nonsense. The play calls are sometimes questionable. Like, why would you think if you just had James Cook run for 40 yards and you got him all over the field and he's going bananas, let's all of a sudden take him out and start throwing duds. Go with what's working. Stick with, have a game plan, but have variations of that game plan. Be able to adjust. Joe Brady just seems like he's got a play sheet in front of him, and he's going to go with it no matter what. Well, Gen X stats say that this would work. I don't care about Gen X stats. Be down on the field with your goddamn players. Get out of the booth. Josh McDaniels has won how many Super Bowls with New England? Never once has he sat up in a booth to coach. He's down on the field and with his offense, with the quarterback.
Would you even have a game plan if you were a coach?
What's the sense?
That's what I'm thinking right now.
Just go out there and fucking play. Like, know what you're doing, have an offense, have a playbook, and call plays. Like, I think you burn these guys out on watching film, and it's like, come on, man. Like, I get it. You want to see what tendencies are and what some habits are and what can you do as a defense, what kind of scheme. Okay, get that. I get that. But you have a full playbook open to you. If they're crunching you in the middle, I don't know, maybe call a play that goes outside.
Yeah, with one of your fast running backs.
Don't do that because you got to stick to the game plan. This is what's going to work. We're Buffalo. We're going to grind it out. I'm just tired of our offensive coordinator. I think he sucks. If we lose this season,
I feel like
it's just sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't.
a good coach will be able to stop us.
A good coach can stop you, but a good coach coaches his whole team, including
Force Allen to
coaches.
throw to his receivers and keep him in the pocket and spy him. Who's beating you then? Shakir?
I don't even.
I'm
understand
asking,
it.
like, seriously, I'm a coach coaching against Buffalo. I can't have that 17 running up and down the field. My best guy's got to watch him the whole game. Okay? Whoever that is, my linebacker, my save, I don't know. But I have a designated guy to make sure that guy don't beat me. Who's beating me now? Cook? Could. I mean, he's a solid player. Cook, yeah.
He bobs and weaves, and he's slippery, man. He's got those smelling salts, baby.
Do you really need a good receiver when you have a very good quarterback?
If
We'll
you have a
find
really
out.
good quarterback and you got a good tight ends room, and receivers kind of become irrelevant sometimes, if you think about it. I mean, we talked about this last week, where when the Patriots started becoming good is when they were riding the tight end game. And
Hernandez.
you had Gronkowski, and whoever else, but they used their tight ends quite a bit, and they leaned on their quarterback who could get those tight ends balls. And then you had your slot receiver and Edelman and or Wes Welker. The Bills are sort of like leaning that way, but Joe Brady's not. He's just not. He's calling plays that are just bizarre.
I want to see Allen do what Rodgers did last week and just say to the coach, shut the hell up. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm calling the damn plays.
I'm going to put you on your own screen.
Okay? That's what I want him to see. I mean, that was phenomenal. Rodgers, what the heck are you calling timeout for? He says, I know what I'm doing. Leave me alone. I'm calling plays. Granted, they still lost. So
Doesn't matter.
maybe he doesn't know what he's doing. But
He might not, but
Metcalf would have caught one of at least one of those two. You can't. That's the same deal. MVS going up. That'd be like Shakir going up. You're praying.
Tio, the point is this: is Josh Allen's to a point in his career, 8 years in. He knows the offense. He knows the system. He knows who he's got in front of him guarding for him. He knows how these guys play. They got their scramble game. Let him be Josh. It's like Joe Brady's trying to overprotect Josh, and to the point where Josh is getting himself pummeled in the pocket. There's so many times where Josh, you could tell he just wants to take off. He wants to take off and make something happen. And
Maybe Maybe he
Whoa, that was
protected him.
weird.
Maybe he protected himself against himself. Maybe the coach protected Josh against himself. And look, we're in week 18, and he is relatively healthy.
Pretty much. But,
So, and we are in the playoffs. Maybe it's not a bad thing.
okay, I still think our offensive coordinator needs to go. And I think you're going to see some changes.
We
at
win
end
the
of
Super
year.
Bowl. He's still going.
Yeah, I think so.
Really? That's messed up.
Maybe it could be messed up, but you might understand it.
I would understand it, but
Because
that's
we
why
could
I don't
win-
think they win.
We could win a Super Bowl on a big defensive game and pick sixes and fumble recoveries and
Yeah, and McDermott gets the credit.
exactly. See, we don't need you, Joe Brady. Get the hell out of here. You suck. Bring somebody better in. If you want to bring McGenius in, you think he's a guy? Okay.
All right. Question irrelevant.
Yeah, let's end it with
Who
a
has
question.
the? We're going to talk about the best draw. What's the best draw? What would most fans? Who would they want to see? Which two teams do you think would draw the most fans to watch the Super Bowl? Because otherwise, I know you're going just to watch Bad Bunny or Good Rabbit or whatever his
Listen,
name is.
it's not even about Bad Bunny. Here's the thing. I think that overall, if you were to take a census or a vote overall
You're
worldwide,
not in your census.
they're not in my senses. But what I can tell you is this, and I don't think I even have to grok this or Google this. I think people are happy it's not the Chiefs.
Parity
So
in the
much
league's
so.
phenomenal.
It's amazing that it's not the Chiefs or it's not the it's finally there's going to be a different AFC team in there besides the Chiefs. We haven't heard from Taylor Swift, thank God. We haven't heard from Travis Kelce, thank God. Jason Kelsey's been quite quiet lately. I like him, but thank God. The Kelce, it's like the Kelce and Taylor Swift and Pat Mahomes show has fizzled out. Enough so that they're moving to Kansas. We'll talk about that next week in our first week of, after.
So who
week
has got
18.
the best draw? Who's going to bring the most fans to watch?
It does
Which two teams?
Just Super Bowl 60.
I'm going to
I
say
think the Bills would be a huge draw.
Bills
honestly.
Rams. Bills
I would
Rams,
like
I
that.
think, has the best.
Are you talking like what two teams would be the biggest most
Yes.
watched Super Bowl? Okay, Bills. We can agree on that, right?
I think
Bills-
so. Yeah.
Okay, the Bills have been right on the cusp of making
I
it.
think this guy, the league loves him.
The league, he's the new face of the league because Mahomes is going to be recovering from a his whatever
ACL.
injury. Yeah, his fake.
Oh, his
fake
losing
ACL.
season. His losing season. What's so funny?
Nothing. I just think sometimes I got to get that sign back for you to hang up behind you.
Where the hell the Rams? Rams have the best draw or Seattle? Which team do you like?
I think a Bills Seattle Super Bowl would be pretty sweet. Actually,
It couldn't be
it
bad.
would be a really good Super Bowl.
Broncos Seattle? I don't
No.
mind that.
I don't think that would be as big of a draw as a Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills, really, let's face it, they're America's team now.
Well, hey, let's say Drake May and the Rams.
I don't know.
1 and 2 in the MVP race.
You asked me who do I think would be the biggest draw in the Super Bowl. I think the Bills for the AFC for sure, because there's fans all over the world, Bills Mafia. Even people that aren't Bills fans are like, these dudes deserve a Super Bowl.
Let me ask Dave Putney.
Funny. Well, one bite, everybody knows the rules. That guy's a jackass. I don't think, I mean, everyone's going to watch the Super Bowl. Even if people don't watch the Super Bowl for the Super Bowl, they're watching it for one reason or another, that being commercials or halftime show, whatever. I just think if you're asking me, I think the Bills are a big draw, and the Rams, because Matt Stafford could try to go out, gray-haired and all, in a Super Bowl again. But the Bills, I would want to see win the Super Bowl, obviously. But that would be a big draw, I think. I think that ratings would be up, viewership would be up, and Bad Bunny might not be that freaking bad if the Bills made the Super Bowl.
You know, that halftime show with freaking Snoop was the shit.
Yeah, that's a
That
long
guy
time
needs
ago.
to do them all. That
Yeah,
drummer
well.
boy, I don't know if anybody out there was watching, that sucking drummer was phenomenal.
Sucking drummer? What did
Oh,
he
my
suck?
God, he was so good. He must have had 16 sticks in his back pocket. He was with one hand and
gonna
just
have to
throwing this.
you're
I'll
gonna have
post
to
it up on my Facebook page.
Put it on your Facebook.
It was
but
so good.
I think it's time to feed the ducks here.
I
And,
think it's time to get this drummer boy on.
get him on the show.
That's what I think, because
As TD would say, get him on the show.
I'm not going out. I'm not going out with feeding the ducks. We're going out New Year's Eve style. Rock and roll, baby.
It's time for us to go. We're a little bit over here. We want to thank everybody for joining us. Real quick, Married Couple Podcast said the only team I don't want my Jags to play in the first round of the playoffs is your Bills. Take that as a compliment. Thanks for tuning in. We do appreciate you guys, and look forward to getting back on the air. But everybody, in all honesty, be safe tonight. Have a good New Year's. Happy New Year's, everybody. We'll see you in 2026, same place, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesdays, on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'll see you all next week.
Peace.
True NFL is brought to you by Raw Live Productions. If you have any questions about the show, you can email us at info@rawlive.com.